So today we will discuss about the validity of Bohr atomic model using the validity of Bohr atom model using the de Broglie hypothesis. Okay, so we know that in 1913 Bohr proposed the atomic model. 1913, okay, and successfully explained the hydrogen spectra. And after some 12 years, nearly in 1925, de Broglie, pardon me, actually the pronunciation is de Broglie. De Broglie is the actual pronunciation. I am saying de Broglie. That is wrong. De Broglie, because this is a French word. So de Broglie proposed the matter waves. And now we are going to see that based on the de Broglie hypothesis, we can arrive at some of the results of Bohr atom model. And let us see how it is done. Okay. So we know that according to the de Broglie hypothesis, the wavelength, de Broglie wavelength is lambda equal to h by p, or you can write it as h by m into v. And now we know that the velocity, this is the velocity in an orbit for the electron. This velocity is smaller than velocity of light. V is far less than c. This is order of 10 to the power of 8. This is order of the order of 10 to the power of 10. So V is very small, so we can consider M as non-relativistic mass. Okay, rest mass, which is non-relativistic. Otherwise, you have to consider the m by m0 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. So we are not considering it here because velocity is smaller compared to the velocity of light. Okay, so lambda equal to h by mv. This is the de Broglie wavelength. Now we have already learned some of the equations previously. That is by comparing the centripetal force mv square by r with the Coulomb force 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 E square by r. Okay, so comparing Coulomb force and centripetal force, electrostatic force, which are balanced so that the electron revolves in a stable orbit. So from this we get V equal to here V square equal to so right side is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 E square by R square if it is force. Potential is minus E square by R. Okay, so force is E square by R square. So comparing this, you will get 1 R cancels on both sides. Then M goes to the other side. So you get V square equal to or v equal to e divided by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 mr. Okay, so this expression we know for v. For instead of v, you can substitute this expression. Now we have v equal to e divided by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 mr. Okay, so substituting this v here, we get lambda equal to h divided by m into this one, e divided by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 mr. Now this one of the m root term cancels, then this square root goes to the numerator, so you get this is equal to h by e into root of 4 pi epsilon 0 r divided by m. Okay, so one root term remains here. Now see the calculate the lambda, substituting all the values. You know, for h is substitute for h e r and m and epsilon 0. We know h equal to Planck's constant. It is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34, and e is electronic charge, which is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Then m is the electronic mass, 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilogram. Okay, then epsilon 0, we know epsilon 0 is 8.25 into 10 to the power of minus 12, and r is the radius. Okay, r is the radius, and we assume that first orbit of the hydrogen atom. So r is, we know it is Bohr radius, r equal to a0 Bohr radius, and Bohr radius is nothing but 0.53 angstrom, or you can write as 5.3 into 10 to the power of minus 11 meters. Okay, so substitute for all these parameters and you calculate, you will get lambda equal to 33 into 10 to the power of minus 11 meter. Okay, very small wavelength, but this is the lambda. Okay, now you just simply calculate what is the circumference of the first orbit of the hydrogen atom. Okay, so we are considering, let us limit our discussion to hydrogen atom. This is the nucleus, and this is R1 first, which is R1 equal to, this is hydrogen atom, so R1 equal to 0.53 angstrom. Okay, so for the hydrogen atom, what is circumference of the first orbit? Circumference of first orbit equal to, we know it is nothing but 2 pi r. Okay, so now you calculate 2 pi r, so this is 2 pi into r equal to, again Bohr radius, equal to 2 pi into 5.3 into 10 to the power of minus 11. Okay, so when you calculate, this also becomes equal to 33.10 to the power of minus 11 meter. Okay, see, these two are same. Lambda and circumference of first orbit have the same value. Okay, for the first orbit of the hydrogen atom, the de Broglie wavelength as well as the circumference of the orbit has same value. So we can write lambda equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so a very important result, lambda equal to 2 pi r. This shows that the orbit of the electron in the hydrogen atom is one complete de Broglie wavelength over the circle. Okay, and for the idea to be clear, I will discuss, let us discuss it is in a different manner. Consider an analog with the waves on a stretched string. Okay, it's a classical example. So we have a stretched string. So this is the stretched string. Okay, so that what are the possible waves on this stretched string? You have studied all these in melody string arrangements. So standing wave patterns on a stretched string. So one possibility is this one. It can vibrate like this and vibrate like this. Okay. So these two ends are fixed. So consider different case. Consider another case. This is all known to you. So we are comparing this with a classical example. So this is one case. The waves can vibrate like this, so that the node of the wave, standing wave, is at the stretched point. Okay, because that point does not vibrate. So node comes at the stretched point. So this is the first option, where you can write LE. So I will write the second one also. Second one, this is central portion, so it can vibrate like this. So standing waves pattern can be like this. Okay. Now the third option, another option. So you divide into 3 equal region. So it can vibrate like this. So standing wave pattern can be like this. Okay. So we have etc. etc. So what is the meaning of this one? What is the mathematical condition? Suppose L is the total length of the string. So here it is L equal to lambda by 2. Or you can write it as integral multiple 1 into lambda by 2. And in the second case, L equal to lambda. Okay. So this can be written as 2 into lambda by 2. And in third case, L equal to 3 by 2 lambda. Okay, 1.5 lambda. So this can be written as 3 into lambda by 2, etc. etc. Here also, etc. etc. Okay. So these are the condition for the standing wave pattern. Now you simply consider this standing wave straight structured string as a curved string. Okay, it is slightly curved and finally it becomes a circle. Okay, Then as per the theory, it says that the total circumference is one wavelength, lambda equal to 2 pi r. So this is the structured string. Now you simply see the same figure, you just curve the, okay, curve the string, again you curve little more like this, finally it becomes a circle. Okay, like that you curve the string. Here it is structured string, you just consider it as a curved shape. Then what is the meaning of our equation lambda equal to 2 pi r? That means it will be like this. Okay, so I will use different color. See, it will be like this. If you consider a wave like this, then it can go like this. Okay, so this is one wavelength. Okay, or it can be like this. Okay, so one circumference means one wave. Now another possibility is like this one. So next possibility is there can be two waves. Okay, so this is the circle. So this is lambda equal to 2 pi r, circumference equal to only 1 lambda. Now next case is circumference is equal to 2 lambda. Okay, and that can be drawn like this. Suppose this is the circle, same circle. Now you consider 4 points. Okay, so you can have a see like this, now like this, again like this, now again like this. This is one option. So it can vibrate in this mode, or it can vibrate like this. So whatever be it is, the condition is 2 pi r equal to 2 lambda. 2 lambda equal to 2 pi r. This is the next highest mode. Circumference equal to 2 lambda. There are two modes of vibrations, 2 lambda vibrations. Okay, here only 1 lambda, here 2 lambda. Next you can have 3 lambda, 2 pi r equal to 3 lambda. 2 pi, then you have 2 pi r equal to 4 lambda. Like that, you can have any number of vibrations. See, this is see this figure. So this is corresponding to the 2 wavelength, and this one corresponding to the 4 wavelength. You can see the textbook, Arthur Beiser, and this is corresponding to the 8 wavelength. So de Broglie wavelengths can be like this. So only condition is that starting wave should be closed by at the other end. It should not be open like this one. See, this is not allowed because these 2 points are not joined. That is not allowed. Okay, so the point of the de Broglie wave should match at the connecting points. Here it is not matching, so this is not allowed. So fractional number of wavelengths are not allowed. Only like this, lambda, 2 lambda, like that. Okay. Okay. So etc. etc. So you will get the condition that 2 pi r equal to n lambda. Okay. So in the case of structured string, we have integral multiple of lambda by 2. Structured string in the integral multiple of lambda by 2. Total length of the string equal to integral multiple of lambda by 2. So, but in the case of de Broglie wavelength, in the case of atom, in the case of circular orbit, 2 pi r equal to integral multiple of lambda, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. That is the difference. Even though we compare, the results are slightly different. Here it is integral multiple of lambda by 2. Here it is integral multiple of lambda. Okay. So here r you can write it as rn because nth orbit radius. Nth orbit radius. Okay. So 2 pi rn equal to n lambda, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Now substitute for lambda in this equation. We have already written the lambda expression. Lambda equal to this one. Lambda equal to h by e in the root of this one. So substitute for this de Broglie wavelength. So we can write 2 pi rn equal to n into lambda. Lambda is h by e into root of 4 pi epsilon 0 r divided by n. Sorry, m. Divided by m. Okay. Now simply square this one. So you get 4 pi square rn square equal to n square h square by e square. Then 4 pi epsilon 0 r by m. Okay. Now simply cancel 4 pi cancels here. Then here also r you can write it as rn, rn, rn. One rn cancels. Okay. What remains is rn equal to h square epsilon 0 divided by pi m e square into n square, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. This formula we have already seen earlier using Bohr atom model, and this is nothing but the Bohr radius. So Rn equal to, you can write A0 n square, where A0 is epsilon 0 h square by pi m e square, which is the Bohr radius of the hydrogen atom. Okay. So here n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. integers. So we obtain the same result of Bohr atom model using the de Broglie hypothesis. De Broglie hypothesis. Okay. This again validates Bohr atomic model. Okay. So this is the a later theory, a matter wave theory or a de Broglie theory supports Bohr atom model. I think that is clear. The same result we have obtained. Okay.